Hello everyone and happy Monday. It's time for my regular Bobcast, and again, you know where I'm at and you know what I'm doing this evening. So I want to just get right into it tonight. As you can see by the title of the Bobcast tonight, it's Get Out of Your Own Way. You're probably wondering what in the world is he talking about now, so I'm going to explain. I've mentioned before how I do these Bobcasts for folks that maybe want to change something in their life, that have something they want to accomplish, that they're really not geared toward people who are, there's my brother Dave, they're really not geared toward people who have their lives perfectly in order and are totally excited about everything in their life, every aspect. They're geared toward folks that want to change something, that want to accomplish something, make something different. And so what I want to talk about tonight is really the reason that you're not accomplishing those things, that you're not where you want to be. And I'm sorry, but I have to break it to you, but you're the problem. You are the reason that you don't have what you say you want to have. You're the reason that you have not been able to lose weight, or get fit, or get healthy, or have a successful business, or a successful love, or whatever it is that in your world is missing in your mind. And what do I mean by that? I want you to think about something. In all your problems in your whole life, or in all your successes in your whole life, what is the one common denominator? The one common denominator in all of those things is you. You see, you have to be able to get past you for you to succeed. Before I get any further, because hi Gus, I feel a rant coming, but I'm going to tell you how to reach out to me as I always do. On Facebook, it's Bob Norman. My business pages are Buff Monkey Marketing and Ultimate Streaming Media. You can reach out to me on Twitter at buff_monkey. On Instagram, it's buff_monkey. On email, it's buff_monkey@Reagan, just like the president.com. And my YouTube channel is Big Norm 1963. So reach out, feedback, topic suggestions, comments, whatever you can do. It's been appreciated. And as always, I ask that you share these Bobcasts if you would. So let's get back to what I was saying. So I'm saying that you're the problem, that you have to be able to get past you, and I'm going to explain why I'm saying that. It may sound a little harsh to some people, but to be honest with you, I'm not worried about being harsh. I'm worried about being honest with you, okay? The reason that you can't succeed in business, the reason that you can't succeed in a sport, the reason that you can't succeed in losing weight, getting fit, getting healthy, meeting the love that you've been wishing for, succeeding in business, whatever it might be, is because you don't think you deserve it. Your subconscious doesn't think you deserve the things that you say that you want. Hi, Jenny. You have to understand that until you believe that you can do it, until you believe that you deserve it, you'll never have it. You will never have it. Nothing will change until you do. And I'm probably boring you to death with my examples of Anastasia, but I went through a period of time where I spent a number of years working to become a better man, working on myself, doing charity work, working on my business, getting a little further education, just becoming the kind of man, quite honestly, that I want to be the kind of man that my grandsons want to be like. And in the process of making those changes and becoming that person, I attracted the girl of my dreams, Anastasia. So it's really funny that no matter how much I complained, no matter how much I griped, nothing ever changed until I did. And it's the same in business. It's the same in anything that you want to do. I've had people, clients that I've worked with, weight loss clients, who've lost 100, 120, 150 pounds, completely changed their life. And then I have other clients that tell me how difficult it is to lose 20 pounds, how difficult it is to eat healthy, how difficult it is to go for a week without drinking anything except water, etc., just as an example. So trust me, when I used to tell my clients is the system works, I know what I'm doing, the only variable is you. And it's the same thing that I'm talking about here. See, I'm going to tell you a quick story. I have a business mentor, and I just listened to her speak. Hi, Colette. Colette heard this too. I just listened to her speak Saturday. It was at a business seminar with some incredible people. Colette was one of them. And I happen to have nothing but love and admiration and respect for Melissa. And she talked about being a little girl on the north side of Pittsburgh, and just an average working class family, and how she would sit outside on the stoop and with her friends, and they would play and they would color, and that her box of crayons consisted of a shoebox with all of the bits and pieces of broken crayons with no wrapper. They were all kind of similar in color and shade, and she had a rubber band that kept her shoebox shut, and that was what she knew. That's her world. And then she was over on the neighbor's stoop, and her granddaughter came over to play. And her granddaughter, and for those of you in my age group will know this one, her granddaughter had the beautiful Crayola box of 64 crayons. And they all stood up in the box, and they all had a wrapper on with a name on it. And there were all these beautiful colors. And she talked about how when she saw that, she saw this crayon that was magenta. And she said it was the most beautiful color she'd ever seen in her life. And it was at that point that she realized that there was more to the world, that there was a bigger world out there than that little narrow world that she knew. See? And if she had not been exposed to that fact, she might not have done and gone and done the things that she had done in her life. And what I'm trying to get at is this. Until you change your subconscious, until your subconscious understands, believes that you deserve the things that you say you want, that you can obtain or achieve the things that you say that you want, it'll never happen. You have to stop thinking like the masses. The masses think a certain way, and all the successful people and all the people who are high achievers think differently than the masses. I call them sheeple. They just walk along with the whole group, and if the group walks off a cliff, off the cliff they go. Think for yourself, okay? You've got to change your subconscious mind. You've got to, if you want anything to change. So, do you have a dream car that you want to buy? Go out and test drive that dream car. You've got to see it tangibly. Now, don't go drive a Mercedes dressed like you just walked out of the homeless shelter. Okay, you've got to look the part a little bit too. But go drive that car that you always want to buy, or that you say you want to buy. Go take a tour of your dream home. Now make sure it's up for sale and that it's available for touring. Don't walk in someone else's house, but go tour the house that you want to own. You've got to be able to see these things. See, winners win and losers lose. If you create a mindset of negativity and losing, it will continue. If you can create a mindset of positivity, of winning, a winning attitude, you will find it. And it will be amazing when you find it, because it took me years to understand that. I would sit in personal growth seminars, and they would start talking about goals. You have to write your goals down. And I did a thing here one night where I showed you my goal board, and I showed you all these different things that I have in the office. But you have to write your goals down. And I would sit there, and I've been to so many of these seminars that I would sit there and go, yeah, I understand. You got to write your goals down. And I would tell people, you have to write your goals down. I could teach this class. But the thing is, I never wrote my goals down. I knew you were supposed to do it, but I never did it. See, I don't know how the universe works, but I do know that it works. So if you want anything to change in your life, you have got to make yourself believe that it can change, believe that you deserve the change, and until you do that, nothing will happen. It won't change. See, because think about something like this. How many people do you hear that constantly complain? They complain about their job. They complain about their spouse or whatever. They complain about this, and they do nothing about it. Colette will know this one. We call that being comfortably miserable. See, because you say you want it to change, but in your subconscious, you're comfortable in that situation. And it's a real psychiatric issue because have you ever heard of battered woman syndrome? Someone who maybe is in an abusive relationship and they stay in that relationship because they come almost to believe that they deserve it. There was a point where I let someone make me feel like I believed that I was no good, that I was worthless. And that's when I decided to start working on myself. And that's when I changed and became the person I wanted to be. And then that's where Honest to See It came into my life, and all these amazing people came into my life that, like Colette and Dave and Dr. Bob and all these people who challenged me and pushed me. But those people didn't come into my life until I was ready for them to be in my life, until I was ready. Okay? So look in the mirror. Figure out how you can change your subconscious. Like I said, I gave you a couple tips. Drive your dream car. Take a tour of your dream house. But for goodness sakes, if you want to change something in your life, get out of your own way. Have a great Monday. The Pens won the Stanley Cup, so I don't have to say let's go Pens tonight. Have a great Monday. Have a great rest of the week. And go out and get out of your own way and go after the life that you want. Have a great one.